Some interesting murmurs about a potential new progressive party broke out over the weekend. The Guardian reports that a number of influential British lefties, including Jeremy Corbyn, filmmaker Ken Loach, Unite director Len McCluskey, held a private meeting to discuss a new party called Collective.
Corbyn gave the opening address, but a source close to him told The Guardian that his attendance was not an official endorsement and that he had attended the meeting to listen to and share a variety of views about the way forward for the left. We've spoken about this in various iterations on this show about what the left of British politics does now that it seems to be in large part frozen out by the Labour leadership. And is the way forward actually for left-wing Labour MPs and the sort of independent left-wing MPs and perhaps the Green Party to form a kind of progressive alliance and essentially create a political counterbalance to reform, which is, you know, the sort of latest iteration that previously has been called the UK Independence Party and was at one point called the Brexit Party. But the Brexit Party, reform and the UK Independence Party, whatever, you know, fucking latest round of branding that thing is called, like I can't believe it's not racist or whatever it's called, they have successfully exerted an influence on the Conservative Party and pushed the Conservative Party in a particular direction of travel. That is absolutely what Nigel Farage seems to be doing at the moment as well. And so would it be productive, therefore, for there to be a counterbalance to that with a group of left-wing MPs? I mean, it's a really interesting thing, right?
I mean, yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, I do wonder, though, you know, if there's an issue about splitting the left.
This is always the fear. What you're saying here is exactly the thing that we're all most scared of.
Yeah. Also, I feel sorry for the Greens a little bit. Imagine them reading this being like, excuse me, a new party, you haven't even given us a real go.
But you know, if this party, which, you know, could be comprised of the independent MPs, then forms a voting bloc with the Green MPs and Labour MPs that have lost the whip, it could have an actual tangible voting influence.
Yeah, in this parliament, sure. But when we go to a general election, if you have all these multiple parties, what will that mean then?
Yeah, I think that's always been the fear, because ultimately, for all we talk about the pressure exerted by Nigel Farage, at general elections, he's only taken votes off the Conservative Party when he's chosen to. And a huge factor in Boris Johnson's 2019 election win is the fact that Brexit Party candidates were stood down to make way for Conservative Party candidates. And the sort of progressive wing of British politics has often tied its underpants in various different nautical knots over whether we should think more tactically, whereas the right of British politics has often embraced tactical voting very, very enthusiastically.
Well, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on it.